The man, furious over his gambling loss, threw away his betting slip. Unexpectedly, it struck Meguro Fukuzo, who was passing by. But instead of getting angry, he offered to teach the man horse betting techniques. Not buying a ticket means you've already won. Shota cursed upon hearing this. What kind of horse racing fan doesn't place a bet? But Meguro Fukuzo didn't see it that way. These people who laugh and cry watching the horses run, aren't they more interesting? Yet he couldn't share in their joy, because he gets 90% of his predictions right. Shota thinks this fat guy is just bragging. Meguro Fukuzo had no choice but to show him his skills. He chose the least favored contestant. Shota had only 6,000 yen left. Of course he didn't believe the fat guy. Then the contestant predicted by Meguro Fukuzo unsurprisingly took first place. Meguro Fukuzo asked Shota how much he'd won, but the outcome was pretty much what he expected. After all, who would trust a stranger's prediction? Shota now realized that the fat man before him was a big shot. He begged Meguro Fukuzo for more predictions. By afternoon, Shota had doubled his initial stake. He wanted to give Meguro Fukuzo some compensation, but Meguro Fukuzo never cared about money. He told Shota it was best to quit horse racing. You can't win by gambling to support your family. Though Shota understood this truth, he still pleaded with Meguro Fukuzo for one last prediction, promising he'd quit gambling after this. Meguro Fukuzo agreed. That evening, Shota sought out his best friend to borrow some money and promised to pay 30% interest without fail. The buddy handed over 10,000 yen. Just as Shota was mocking the guy for being stingy, a stranger pulled out 10 million. He was intrigued by the interest rate. The other guy was a local gangster. Shota naturally dared not refuse. The next day, Shota arrived too early, so he planned to play a couple rounds himself first. With this much money, spending a few tens of thousands wouldn't be a problem. Moments later, Shota predictably lost. He felt he had plenty of capital to spare. Maybe he should bet a little more. In the second round, he bet 800,000 straight up, only to lose it all again. Shota figured he'd easily win it back later against Meguro Fukuzo. He could just win it back. He should be fine even if he's holding back a bit. Slowly, the agreed time passed. Meguro Fukuzo still hadn't shown up. Shota began fearing the Yakuza's retaliation. He resolved to turn the tables on his own. During the final game, Meguro Fukuzo finally arrives, but Shota had already lost all his money. He wanted to borrow some from Meguro Fukuzo, but the devil shows no mercy. In the end, Shota completely lost his mind.